Yo.
Yo.
Yo, what? Hey, yo, what are we talking about today? Because, I believe you had a topic. Is that correct, if I'm just checking?
Right, okay, so I did, and then I didn't. Right, so I was going to talk about a TV series that I've been rewatching again because I had never finished it, and I watched it when I was a little bit younger. It didn't hit me the same back then, so I was going to talk about the TV series that I've been rewatching, but I haven't finished the whole series. So there's 6 seasons. I haven't finished season 6. I'm on season 6. I'm halfway through season 6. I don't feel like I can talk about it all until I finished it. So unfortunately, that topic I was gonna bring, then I was like, oh, it's fine. I'll just talk about the history of really weird, horrible, gruesome executions. And then I got distracted by 2 loads of laundry and cleaning the kitchen and doing the dishes and everything else. And then all of a sudden it was, hey, I'm recording on time. Ha! Where are you? And it's like, oh, I was meant to record. And I didn't have the chance to actually do any research for the execution. So I said that I would record today at 12:30 and bring a topic. And I am here to present you with nothing.
And you open the box that's glowing gold, and inside a scroll that says, I owe you.
I owe you one topic.
I owe you one topic. Can be redeemed at any point, so long as the topic is there.
Any point, but obviously it'll depend on your role how good the topic ends up being. Do you know what I mean? It could be like a massive favour or a tiny favour. Yeah.
Subject to terms and conditions.
How high on the roll?
Okay. Alright, let me just get a d20 real quick and we'll find out. If I roll like a 20, you're just done for. I'm gonna be real.
I'm done, and then it's just an episode of me ad-libbing. The whole episode is just me ad-libbing, if that is okay.
So, instead, we're gonna have a chatty episode, basically.
We're gonna have a chat. Oh, did you not roll the d20?
No, I'm not actually rolling. Wait, do you actually want me to roll it? I don't have a d20 with me. Wait, I've got an app.
I was waiting for it. Yeah, that's why I was quiet. I was like, oh no, is this gonna be the episode where we get cancelled, or is this gonna be an episode where we just talk? Like, am I gonna...
Roll a d20. 5.
That's not great, right?
Yeah, no, out of 20, no, 5 isn't great.
I don't know, I don't play D&D. I don't know how it works, I'm going off guessing.
Yeah, but you know how math works. You know that 5 is less than 20.
Today's not the day. Yeah. So this is a chatty episode now then. Yeah.
Chatty episode.
The dice failed.
The dice failed, so instead we're going to have a chatty episode. Yeah, you're off the hook this one.
Because it was the dice.
But it's going to be Pride Month when this episode comes out.
Yes, it is. It's going to be Pride Month.
So all the supermarkets are going to have rainbow things in, except for Skittles, which go colourless for a month. I mean, what's your opinion on it?
I get and I appreciate when it's like, oh, you know, for example, donations for proceeds go to like, is it the Trevor Project and Stonewall and stuff? But I don't know, everything's just like, oh, make it gay. And at the end of the day, okay, I like the fact that representation's happening, but it's not representation for the right reason. It's just corporations going, let's make it gay. People will buy it because they want to show solidarity. And it's like, well, no, you don't have to make an M&S sandwich have rainbows on it.
LGBT sandwich.
But don't they actually do that though? Am I not?
Oh, they do, don't they, with the BLT?
With the BLT. That's what I'm saying. Why do we need that? We don't need that. That's not representative. That's not empowering in any way. That's just M&S being like, oh,
hop on the bandwagon.
Put a chick in it, make it gay. South Park was right. Put a chick in it and make it gay, and it will sell. That is what it's like now.
My opinion on it, right? I do think it's very good for younger people to see that.
I think it's good for younger people to see that it's there and it's out and it's not a problem.
Because when we were growing up, it was not very much a thing.
It was not very much a thing at all, and that is damaging. I just wish that like more history and that was involved.
I do agree, like the history of Pride and the history of obviously the Stonewall riots and everything, I think it's getting a lot more well known each year that passes, and obviously Pride was originally a protest, and I still think in a way it kind of is. Obviously it's mostly about the party, let's not lie, but it is also about the meaning behind it.
A protest at the end of the day, that's kind of where it started. At the end of the day, if it wasn't for the people that, I mean, some of them lost their lives, if it wasn't for them fighting back, we wouldn't be able to have this massive party. So it is still protest, really. It's just being grateful for the people that came before.
Plus, Pride is just really fun.
Yeah, there is that.
But because it's Pride, we're going to talk about Pride in media. So what we like, what we don't like, what particular show stands out about it. So obviously, I mean, honourable mention is going to be Rocky Horror Picture Show for both of us.
That is the film where I knew that I wasn't straight.
Was it Frankenfurter that made you realise, or was it one of the women? Like, I'm curious.
It was everything. I don't know.
You're there wide-eyed looking at the TV being like, oh my gosh, I'm pansexual.
Yeah, kinda. Just like, I don't know where to look, but I'm having an amazing time. And yeah, Rocky Horror. I mean, have you seen it live?
I have seen it live, yeah. It's amazing.
So, obviously, at the theatre a couple of years ago now, we went to go see Rocky Horror in Birmingham in the Alexandria. I have never felt so at home. I don't know how to describe it. Because obviously, usually theatre experiences, they are very, you know, you go in, you sit down, bit stuffy. Sometimes it can be a little bit, like, you just go in, you watch the thing, you leave, don't you? Do you know what I mean? Like, anyone rattles a packet of crisps, and it's like, oh my word. But you go in with Rocky Horror, 90% of the people are in costume, some kind of costume, and everybody is just lovely and chatty and friendly. And it's like the women that were in front of us, so we were originally sat in the God seats, so we got upgraded to the stalls, so we were like right at the bottom, right near the front. It was absolutely... We went down into the stalls, sat down. The women that were sat in front of us, they were so lovely. They gave us like party hats and those sunglasses, you know, those sunflower sunglasses and stuff. Because
I love those sunglasses.
Yes, you know exactly what we mean because they're on the skull now. That's where they live now. That's from Rocky Horror. But we were just welcomed and loved. We hadn't had time to plan costumes. We had hats, we had party hats, we had sunglasses, there was singing, there was dancing, and it was just like the strangest theatre experience I've ever been to. Because there's just people up on stage, like actual real performers singing, dancing, proper musical Broadway, and they're getting heckled. Like the narrator's getting heckled, and people are doing the time warp, and it's just, but it's all in fun. Do you know what I mean? It's the environment of it, and it's like home. Like, it doesn't matter who you are, you're all just accepted there.
I think Rocky Horror live shows are maybe the show that has the most environment I have ever been to.
Like, I will go and see Rocky Horror all the time.
So I have to say, for things I do like and don't like for representation in media, don't like, I hate when there's just like a token throwaway to a gay character at the end, and they're all like, oh yeah, it's our first LGBT character, and it's like a 2-second scene at the very end of the movie, like they were scared that if they put it anywhere earlier, people would have walked out. I don't think that's good, and it's not really representation in any manner or form.
No, it's not. And that feels like a very directed jab at a certain thing.
I think something did do that, but I couldn't tell you what it was. I know they kind of did that with Sulu in Star Trek in the newer series.
Yeah, I haven't watched any of Star Trek.
But I think it's a thing that happens in so much media. I was watching a film with Jordan, my brother and fellow podcaster, and at the very end, like, the daughter is like, oh, yeah, my girlfriend's doing great. And the entire time, like, yeah, she has a lesbian flag pin on. But, like, it's literally the end credit scene when she's in college that it gets mentioned. And it's like, it doesn't really count as representation.
No, that isn't how it works, bro. That isn't how it works.
I also hate when someone says, like, oh, no, that character is gay. We just didn't show it in any manner or form. Like, well, then it's like a retcon being like, yeah, we had the representation the whole time. And it feels like an insult, if anything.
It does. It's like, just don't do that. Add new people, add new characters. If you desperately want to make sure that representation is in your media, which I'm not being funny, it should be, create new characters. Don't just be like, oh yeah, this guy's gay, or this person's a lesbian, or whatever, because that doesn't... It's not storytelling.
It's not storytelling to be like, oh, your fave character's gay. Unless they've kind of had that vibe the entire time. Last thing I don't like is a throwaway reference to, like, a previous gay relationship.
Oh.
You know, there's always like that single character, and then just halfway through the show or halfway through the film, they'll be like, oh yeah, my husband brought me that. And then it will never be brought up again. It's like, that also doesn't count.
It's like, give us some actual story. Like, you have to actually have characters that have lines.
Yeah, you can't just have like a gay person show up for like a scene
and be like, I'm gay, and then leave. That's not representation. Amazingly, gay people don't just walk around shouting that they're gay. I mean, unless it's Pride. But characters are more developed than just a 15-second throwaway of, oh yeah, I'm gay, and then leaving. You need... Show us the gay. Show us the gay. We want receipts.
We want receipts. But what I do like...
Oh, yeah, do like.
in media, so pros, obviously, it's not all cons.
You're just, like, being so negative this season, this episode.
I like down that one of my pro points was more of it, which I've just figured out saying is that I like that there's a lot more representation in media than there ever has been before. And obviously, you know, there's whole, like, kind of draw them in and whatnot, but as we were growing up, name anything that had a gay character in that you can think of.
Will and Grace.
I never watched Will and Grace, so I didn't know.
That's literally it. I watched, like, one episode and I didn't understand it because I was far too young for it at the time.
Yeah. But now, I mean, there's so much stuff, and it's good.
So many good characters as well, like Captain Laserhawk.
Yes, Captain Laserhawk. That is down as one of the shows to talk about, Captain Laserhawk. We'll circle back for that, because I only actually have 2 pros down.
Okay, give us the other pro.
So my other pro is that a character is gay, and it's fine, and it's not a big deal. It's not like, oh, you're gay, that must have been so traumatizing to come out. It's just like, you know, this is him and his husband, this is her and her wife. We had brunch.
Yeah, this is what I love, because it isn't a thing. It shouldn't be a thing. It's just like, because I do think, especially, it's got better with newer media. Older media, I do think it was very much a thing of, oh, the stereotypes, because it did tend to focus on stereotypes, because obviously that's what they did back then. And that's fine, that's what we do as humans. We learn, we make mistakes. But like now, it's just not a thing. So it's nice when it's like, oh yeah, this is a gay character, or this is a character of a lesbian relationship, say, and it's just not even a thing. It's not
stereotyped in any way.
No, it's just an actual couple that seem to have a realistic relationship, and it's what it should be like. Like, it shouldn't be like, oh my word, they're gay, or oh my god, he's got a husband. So what? It shouldn't be like that. It should just be like, okay.
And one of my biggest pet peeves is when they make coming out as gay being like the center of a traumatic event. Like, obviously it's very hard and it can be very traumatic and upsetting for people. I don't think that needs to be in media.
No.
Because I think then people expect it to be a hard time.
And it could vastly impede as well if someone was feeling unsure about speaking to family, say.
Yeah, and everything in the media and everything they've ever seen says
is negative.
You will be disowned.
Yeah. You're not exactly going to be like, yeah, let's go, let's do it.
So anyway, favourite shows. You know what actually does a really good job of being, like, not stereotyping gay people?
Go on.
And I don't know if you've watched it, but it was the most emotional episode ever. The Last of Us TV show.
I haven't watched The Last of Us, you know. I haven't got round to it, man. But I've heard everything about it. I know that the guy that plays Ron Swanson was one of the gay people.
They're surviving the apocalypse. He's the most handyman ever. He has, like, a bug-out room. He has, like, weapons and everything. He's got defenses for the whole town, which I would argue is possibly the most opposite of a gay stereotype you can get. He falls in love with this other man, and he's surviving this apocalypse, just going day to day until he meets this person. And it's honestly, this episode is so emotional. I don't get emotional at TV shows easy. I was crying.
You got emotional. I'm shocked. I cry at everything. So
it wrecked me for a day afterwards. The Last of Us TV show is so good, but episode 3, I believe it is, with Nick Offerman and I can't remember who plays the other guy. Sorry.
But Nick Offerman, we love him. Big fan.
It's so emotional. There's a line that's like, I'm old, I'm tired, and you are my purpose. Honestly, I recommend just watching that single episode because it doesn't affect the story in any way. And it's beautiful that they just put a whole episode in because I believe they're just side characters in the main game. And they just decided to make this whole story that is just like this little bit of peace in the apocalypse of just 2 old men like falling in love together. It's really cute.
It's beautiful.
And it's very sad.
I do think that stories need some kind of sadness, though, sometimes, especially when it comes to stuff like that.
It wasn't sad because, you know, they were gay and they were having a hard time with being gay. It was sad because they found love in this time and didn't realise how important that was.
Because at the end of the day, love is the most important thing. Like, and it comes in so many forms, in so many ways. That's kind of the whole point of what makes life actually living instead of just existing, I think. It's the people that we have that are close to us that we look at and we're just genuinely happier around us. Do you know what I mean?
Completely agree. This is such a deep episode, I feel.
This is such a deep episode.
So another show we mentioned was Captain Laserhawk. So amazing. The gayest show.
I did not have a clue what I was gay into. when you were like, watch it, I was like, okay.
I was 5 seconds into that show and I was like, I'm pretty sure they're gay. And then a scene later they kiss and I'm like, I knew it. Captain Laserhawk is the most ridiculous show. It's on Netflix, isn't it?
It's on Netflix, yeah, and it's only like, what? It's only like 5 episodes or something. It's really small.
I think it's 5-6 episodes. It's really short. It's easy to marathon.
Easy, like done in a couple of hours.
My brother watched 2 episodes and then he was like, you need to come watch this with me. And we watched it together. Captain Laserhawk is a futuristic Ubisoft
crossover world.
Cyberpunk world.
Rayman is there.
Rayman's there.
Oh, how do we word it? How do we talk about Captain Laserhawk? It's very, very gay, and Captain Laserhawk is very, very attractive, and it's a bit weird. Oh, it's animated, by the way, guys, just so everyone knows.
Lasers, and the main character's gay, and that's great.
Like, really gay. And the ending, I don't want to give away the ending to anybody, but I will just say, Luke, how he ends it is like...
He is not forgiving, and I love that. I hate a redemption arc. I've mentioned this in almost every media we talk about, how much I hate a redemption arc.
Not everyone can be redeemed.
I love that there isn't one. No, he's like, nah, I'm not gonna forgive you.
No, I'm gonna be petty. Boom. And that's all I'm gonna say.
It's so valid, honestly.
Like, 100%. Like, at the end of the day, sometimes there's just some relationships that just can't be fixed, and it's just not gonna happen. So it's like, no.
Plus, I feel like the cyberpunk vibes, is right there with the gay, you know? Holding hands.
Oh, it's the animation of it is absolutely beautiful. Like, it's just stunning to look at, I will say.
Another show I have down, because I have many. I don't think you've watched it, but it's a show called Ghosts.
Weird. I literally watched the first episode of that last night.
The BBC one, yeah?
I put on the first episode, and she inherits the house, and there's like the 12 ghosts in there, and then she's like literally just seen them at the end of the episode. I haven't watched another episode.
Do you want me to not give you spoilers then?
Not major spoilers. Actually, no, yeah, fine. It's fine. It seems like the type of program that doesn't really matter.
It's only one character. So basically, Ghosts is it's a British TV show. It's on BBC iPlayer. I'm not sure where it would be anywhere else. It's just basically about these ghosts that are living in this house that a woman gets and she can see them, but no one else can. In it, there is an army captain from World War II.
Yeah, I know who you mean. The guy that's got the very fancy hair.
So he is gay. The way they approach it is so good. So obviously, in the time do you want me to stop? Because it might be a bit...
No, go.
I don't want to give you any spoilers because I know you don't like him. So obviously, the time that he was alive, it wasn't okay to be gay, you know?
It was like big bad.
He never admits it, and the show never outright says it, but everyone is aware of it. So basically, he was in love with this guy in the base that he was set at. They both love each other, and it's very sad, like, he goes off to war and never comes back, and the captain's left in the mansion.
Oh, God, right.
So it's really sad and everything, and he stares out the window from where the last time he ever saw the guy he loved walk away. And at one point, they're digging up the garden where the captain buried his love note for him, or pictures of him, or something like that. Some memento of when they were together. And he's obviously trying to stop it because he's not ready to admit that he's gay and everything. And it's very thinly veiled metaphor. I believe he says something like, people are still fighting battles within themselves, to mention that he's still not ready to, admit that about him, even though everyone in the house is kind of like aware and they accept it.
Yeah, he's just not ready to actually be like, I'm gay. It's different when it's like said out loud, isn't it? Like,
but they never shy away from it, so it's like mentioned in a way that he would show it in that time period when it wasn't okay, and it's done so well.
This is just making me emotional.
It's so sad, but it's done so well.
Especially when you do think about historically the amount of people that just suffered in silence. It does get emotional, but it's important, I think, that programs acknowledge this and bring this to light. That was incorrect. That was not how people should live. The only way we learn is by studying what we did wrong in the past. And that's how people grow. That's how society grows. And it's just important to have these representations of these different stories, because at the end of the day, I think everybody learns about others, no matter who they are, through each other's stories. That's another reason why I think books are so important, I think, because it is just the stories that we tell kind of bring the understanding, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I agree. That's a very nice thing to say.
Another one I actually thought of while you were talking was, Mike Flanagan. Do you know the name?
No.
he was the guy that, I think it's Mike Flanagan. He's the guy that made The Haunting of Hill House and Haunting of Bly Manor. He's very good with his like gay representation. Like his characters are always really well fleshed out. It's not the stereotypical I'm gay. Do you know what I mean? It's very subtle. They're very real characters and people. And there's this relationship in Bly Manor. It's basically a love story between these two women, and it broke my heart. I can't remember it majorly well, but basically to sort out the curse that's happening in the mansion, one of the women offers herself to the lady in the lake and offers herself as a replacement, kind of, to the spirit that's just been walking through the halls for like essentially as long as the place has existed, looking for her child. So she takes obviously the place, and it's like it's years later, and the other woman that was in the relationship's telling the story to the kids that have grown up from the manor, and like the whole family, they're at like the wedding of the younger child, and she's like looking into the water and like the bath, just wanting this woman to like emerge from the bath like as a spirit. It's sad because it's like the longing for the other, for the connection, for the lover, do you know what I mean? But it's done really well, and it's really beautifully put.
That sounds nice.
Yeah, it is, but it's also not, because obviously ghosties and stuff.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you know, the story itself.
The story itself is weirdly bittersweet. Like, it's The Haunting of Bly Manor. It's kind of perfect sometimes. Like, I think bittersweet. Oh, another show that I really love, Inside Number 9. You know of Inside Number 9?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
With Reece Shearsmith and Steve Pemberton. Two amazing actors. Obviously, every episode's like it is its own separate story, so none of it kind of continues on. There's no characters that span throughout the whole 9 seasons. But every time there is a character involved that is the representation is beautiful. It's very well done. It's never stereotyped, and if it is stereotyped, it's in like the best nuanced way. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They just know characters and they know how to tell a story, and I love the fact that they just have gay people in there, and it's just not a thing for them. It's just like, yeah, okay, character's very clearly gay.
It is wild that one of our points is they have 3-dimensional gay characters.
I know, but it's
true
though, because when we were growing up, if they were gay characters, they were very much one-dimensional.
Yeah.
That's what we grew up with.
And I think that was also the problem with, obviously not of the same ilk in any manner or form, but...
Oh, no, but I know what you're saying.
But, like, blonde characters
Yes.
were very stereotyped, you know, like, it's not the same as stereotyping LGBT characters, but...
It's not the same. No, it's not. But that's what media was like. We're on about media, guys. We're on about media in general. And media in the 90s, 80s, early 2000s, some of it is still good, but a lot of it hasn't aged well.
I mean, I know one of the most famous LGBT shows, and it was before our time because I think it came out... L Word. I was thinking, is it Queer as Folk?
You were thinking Queer as Folk, yeah.
But those two shows were very... I think they were two of the first ones like that back then.
I think so.
We were children when they came out, I'm pretty sure, so...
We were babies. We wouldn't have been watching it or anything. We couldn't have...
No!
No. But yeah, I just thought of the L Word. I never watched it, you know.
I haven't, no. But I know of it.
Oh, Cucumber's good, but it's like, I don't remember it very well, but it's a little thing that Channel 4 did a couple of years ago. I was back in uni when we watched it, and it's about a gay man that's never, like, he's with a husband, he's married, you know, he's in a committed relationship, he's been with him for like 10 years, but he's never had sex. It's really interesting. It's only like 4 episodes, but it's like a drama about an older gay couple and like the situation of had sex, and then there's the whole thing of at the end of, is he actually even gay? And it's like, ooh, I don't know, I can't remember off the top of my head. It was a while ago, it was like 10 years ago now. Well, it was more than that, but it's good. It was interesting.
That I feel is a wild thing for Channel 4 to put out 10 years ago.
Literally, when I was at uni, that's when I watched it, because I remember watched it with my uni housemates, my friends who I lived with in second year, because we were like watching it as it was coming out every week. It was so good. They also had, alongside it, they released a couple of other like short web series as well that were like called Banana or Tofu, I think, as well. And they were like all around different gay men at like different points of their lives, essentially. It was really interesting. It was very cool for them to release that at the time, because that was like one of the first proper pieces I remember seeing of like the characters were gay. Do you know what I mean? It was like, and it was great because they were just great normal characters.
I think one of the main things that I can think of with routine gay characters is probably Modern Family.
I have watched quite a bit of it, like a couple of seasons. I love the gay couple. Is it what's the name?
Cameron and Mitchell. They do that show so well. It's basically, obviously, I'm pretty sure most people know Modern Family, but it's just this one big family. You know, you've got the grandparents, the parents, and the children.
Imagine it's filmed like The Office, where it's like a documentary at the beginning. It is anyway, and it's like following this large family. There's like one household is the dad, who's remarried with a very young stepmom and her young son, Manny.
Played by Sofia Vergara.
Yes, absolute babe. And then the other one is his daughter with her husband and her 3 kids. And then the other household is Cam and Mitchell and Lily? Is it Lily? I want to say Lily.
Yeah, Lily's their daughter.
But it's filmed like The Office.
I think they do so well in just being like, yeah, it's just a normal household family.
This is just a relationship. This is just how it is. Like, things are a bit messy and a bit weird, but it's great.
That is the only show I can think of in which you see a normal gay couple just living their life day to day, and that's that.
Yeah, just existing. As well, they're just such a nice...
It's a wholesome show.
It's very comforting. It's wholesome. Yeah, it is very wholesome. No, it makes me laugh, man. It makes me laugh. It makes me happy. It gives me hope.
Song of Achilles.
Song of Achilles, yeah. You should bring that up.
Song of Achilles, one of my favourite books. Going on to books a little bit. Song of Achilles. I feel I'm just talking on this one.
Yeah, that's fine.
Song of Achilles is history was very gay, particularly the Greeks.
No.
It was very normalized and everything. Historians have been like, well, we don't know, even though it was completely socially acceptable to be into people of the same gender. And historians go like, who's to say? So Song of Achilles is a very good rendition, obviously, about Troy and Achilles. And I love that book so much. It's very emotional and...
Very emotional and very gay.
It's not like raunchy gay. It's soft gay for warriors.
Romance gay.
They're at war. They're in love. And they want their ashes to be mingled together because they can't bear to be apart.
Oh, that's kind of cute. Why is that kind of cute?
It's very cute. So yeah, what about you? I don't know, what do you overly like or overly hate, or...
I just like the inclusivity of different people's stories. I don't think it needs to be forced into places where it shouldn't be, but I do like the fact that there's a lot of stories and understanding of different people through different types of media, because that's how we learn. That's how we learn. I like Rocky Horror Picture Show was probably the best thing for me when I was younger, and everything is just great, and yeah, the music's good. Always more gay. We always need more gay.
Always more gay.
Don't turn it off like a light switch, like in Book of Mormon. Don't do it. You can't put it off in a little box. Just be gay. It's fine.
Just be gay. It's okay.
Just be gay. It's okay. Those that mind don't matter, and those that matter don't mind.
At the end of the day, it's the end of the day.
At the end of the day, it's the end of the day, and it's okay to be gay.
Anyway, this has been the episode. I've been Luke. That's been Shannon.
I've been me today.
If you like what you heard, please rate, review, subscribe, share on whatever podcasting platform you use.
Please, we need you to listen to our ramblings. We need validation.
We've got so much stuff. We've got the Caffeine Out of Minds Instagram. We've got the
We have.
Caffeine Out of Minds YouTube.
We have.
There's animatics.
There's so many animatics.
There's the Caffeine Out of Minds website.
What? No.
Which has bloopers. It has bonuses.
That's insane.
It has special episodes in Do You Good After Dark.
No, it doesn't.
A show where we go after dark.
I just found a penguin on my desk.
Nice. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Did you think that us millennials just didn't talk enough? Well, turns out we actually talk too much, to the point where we have bloopers and bonus bits and extras on every episode. And those can be found on the caffeineoutofminds.co.uk website, a website on the internet, not one of those non-internet websites. So type over to your internet browser, go over to your internet browser and type in caffeineoutofminds.co.uk, where you can find amazing bloopers, bonus bits, and extras from each Dude You Good episode, just like this. This is a clip, by the way.
And Luke was like, oh my god, the apocalypse. I was like, I know. But at least it's pretty.
I was there. I was packing my duffel bag. I was ready to go.
Did you have your tactical shovel?
I had a tactical shovel with me, yeah.
I have your tactical shovel.
Carving out of Minds.co.uk. Go to it. Bye.